Hey friends, how are you? Let's do a little jump rope tutorial. First, let's measure your rope. Put it down 1 foot, get a little even. Should come up to about your armpits. Okay, good. So this rope is sized. A lot of ropes, I don't know, I can't tell by this ropes, but ideally you could buy a rope that is sized, if you have to cut it, make sure it comes up here. Okay, again, just gonna give my personal experience that it's very, very helpful to start with a half-pound weighted jump rope when you are starting out. I don't mean literally on the handles, I mean fully weighted all around. Why a half pound? Why not something lighter? Great question. Because a half pound has a little weight to it. So as you can see, it's gonna go a little slower. Because it goes slower, it's gonna help you work on your form. If you start with a quarter pound, you'll lose your form. It's gonna go too fast. You're not gonna catch up to it, and it's not gonna be a good experience. You can get discouraged, and you'll never jump rope again, probably. Okay, so first thing we're gonna do, believe it or not, we're gonna put the jump rope down. Now, when we learn how to jump rope, we do something called bounding. We do not jump and jump roping. Jumping has the connotation. You're bending your knees, you're trying to reach the basketball, you're going for a rebound. We are not jump roping. We are bounding here. How do we bound? Great question. We put our feet together, literally touching, and you bound on I call this the palms of the feet. If this would be the palm of your hand, the same thing on the feet, palms of the feet, and you see my heels are not hitting the floor. My knees are bending very, very little, and I am just bounding, trying to bound the same place. Okay, great. Now you ask, we get the rope. Okay, so these handles are very great. They're not top-notch. They have a nice little place where you put your thumb. Every ropes are different, so I'm going to tell you to put your thumb, I guess you have these nice little handles, put them there. If not, then put them near the top, not where the rope is going, that will throw you off, but towards the top of the handle. Okay, first thing we're going to do a quick intermediate step, we'll call it. We'll put the rope behind our body, put our hands right below our belt line, put your hands out naturally about 6 to 8 inches. You'll see that my whole arm is coming out. I'm not like this. I'm not like this. My whole arm is coming out. I have a little air in between there. About 6 inches, I say 6 to 8. Everyone's different. These are just, average. Now, what I want you to do over here, if possible, take your thumb and just face forward in front of you a little, about 15 degrees, taking a thumb, feet together here. Now, what you're going to do, this is always going to be starting position. We're going to do a little toe catch here. We're going to throw the rope over, then lift up their toes, looking forward, and catch the rope in their toes like that. Let's do that again. Hands 6 to 8 inches away, thumbs facing forward about 15 degrees. Nice, relax, back, straight, throw it over, and you catch it in your toes. Wonderful. So now we're going to do that same thing. So remember that bound we talked about? We're going to bound over it at the very, very last second, 6 to 8 inches away, thumbs about 15 degrees forward, looking forward. At the last moment, bound over, just once. Now you can see the rope has a little kick to it. It comes right back, ready for your next one. So I mean, once you get master that, again, you master one time, you can try two. If you're having a hard time, go back to the bounding, go back to that toe catch. Okay, let's do that again. Now we're gonna try for two. 1, 2. Now you're only coming an inch off the ground when you bound the most. Now, the first one, we need to use our hands to go. There's no other way. I mean, you could do it in the front, but that's a little, that's a little advanced move. So we have to throw it over ourselves. But after that first one, you're going to do what I call lock in the arms. The shoulders to the wrist are not going to move after that first one. You'll see, I'll do a few here. Shoulders to the wrist are not moving. It's all going to be in the wrist. You can see. Now, how do you get the rope to go over? So, a little trick that I learned, that if you try to move your forearms or try to move your wrists, you can move your whole arms. If you can focus on moving your wrists, you can focus on moving your fingers, you're going to move your wrists. So in slow motion, this is what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to go in forward half circle motion. Now, always keeping the rope in line with your body. And that's where I get all the speed from. You'll see now, I'll go a little fast. You see. my arms are not moving. You see, it doesn't matter what I do, unless of course there's a crossover. But I can do jacks, I can do Scott Sky, I can do scissors, I can do a crunch, I call it. And my hands were never gonna move. Okay. Now your job is to practice. And then let me know how it goes. Okay, everyone. Have a great day. Many, many blessings. Thank you.